Hi everyone! I've received a couple questions about how I've made my brick backdrop. So today I'm going to explain how I made this and how you can make your own. Now this brick backdrop doesn't look as nice as the ones you can make yourself out of foam home insulation sheets like this brickwork here. But this backdrop is really easy to make and it's super cheap. To start, you're going to need a sheet of foam board. I use this type of foam board and it's from Dollar Tree and it's only $1. You'll need one sheet. Next, you'll want to decide if you want a door on your piece. This door here is just covered in construction paper and it is about 7 centimeters wide and just under 19 centimeters tall. And then the doorknob is just some beads I glued on there. If you do want a door, you're going to want to use an X-Acto knife to cut out your door from your foam board sheet. Now to cut foam board straight, you're going to want to take your piece of foam board, a metal ruler, and an X-Acto knife, and you're going to want to hold the ruler down with your hand and just like make several passes along the edge of the ruler with the X-Acto knife. And it'll take a couple times to cut all the way through. And then after it's cut out, you're going to want to trim it down just a little bit smaller along the sides and the top, because otherwise it'll stick when you're trying to open and close it. So, and plus you're going to want to put paper on the sides anyway, so you need a little bit of clearance to trim that down. To make the hinge on the door, I actually have the hinge hidden underneath this paper here. And, well, let's just use these sheets here, scrap sheets, as an example. What a lovely cutting job I did here. That's something that gets easier, cutting straight with foam board, once you get some more practice. Okay, so let's pretend that this horrible shape is the door. So what I did is I took like a strip of paper as long as the door, and I just glued it to both sides, the door frame and the door. And then, you know, once it's glued, kind of open and close it a few times and make sure you give yourself enough clearance and let it dry. Then, after it's dry, you could go ahead and cover the door with your construction paper or whatever brown paper you happen to have, or whatever color you want. It's a door. You could do what you want. The brickwork is actually scrapbook paper that I picked up from Joann Fabrics, and then I just glued it on here. Different craft stores have different selections of brick and even wood prints. So just look around and see what you can find. You might find something you like better. And then you probably want a floor, because a wall by itself just isn't doing much good. With the floor, you have a couple options. The first option is you could put a couple dark pieces of paper in there. Your choice of gray. And then you have an alleyway. Probably the dark one looks a little better, I think. On an interior location, you can add a sheet of felt to have carpet. Well, this would take multiple sheets of felt, but you get the idea. Or you could also go back down that scrapbook aisle at your craft store and pick up some wood print. Now this one's a little bit big on the print, but I still like it. Let's see who makes this one. This one is from Hobby Lobby. So you just put that one down. I taped 2 sheets together for this and set it on there, and then you have a floor. You do have the seam here though, it's kind of annoying. But for 60 cents a sheet, so $1.20 floor, you really can't beat that. All you have to do is tape the 2 sides together. Quick and easy. You may notice that the brick pattern doesn't go all the way up the top of the foam sheet, but that's okay. You know, for pictures, it's not going to show clear up here anyway. Another idea what you can do too is you could actually reuse the back side of this and put a different color paper down. So you have a completely different looking room. Now this one I didn't do a very good job on. I need to redo it sometime. I just put some, whatever color this is, cream. It's kind of ugly. And you could see it has a lot of seams, and next time I should either use double stick tape or a glue stick because it's lumpy. So if you're using thin paper, just keep in mind your lessons you learned in kindergarten about using less glue. And then one other trick I like to do is set a piece of black paper, or in this case a black foam board, which is also from Dollar Tree back behind. and stick the brickwork in front of it. And then when you open the door, it looks like there's a dark room inside. So there you go, a super easy backdrop and a floor for only a couple dollars. And I hope this was helpful. That's it for today, but I will be back in the future with more projects, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out. And here's a sneak peek of something I've been working on. It's just a prototype at this point, but I think it'll look pretty cool with some paint. And thanks for watching.